Hello everyone, welcome to All Out Pummeling.
More like Inferno Overdrive, am I right? Whoa! Oh, it's a scorcher. It's a scorcher today, boys.
It was funny in the first 3 times you said it before the show started.
This isn't inside baseball. You don't show them behind the camera. Come on, goddamn.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's really hot. God knows why we're recording while it's so hot, but we are. Oh yeah, it's because Pig is going on holiday.
So
There's no time.
Right now on the hottest day of hot that has ever hotted.
Yes, it's hot. So we're going to talk about Pokemon instead of the weather. But the weather use sunny day. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's primal Garudon's
Garudon
harsh sun or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the harsh drought. Harsh sun. Oh yeah, what's
more than a drought?
Oh yeah, I can't remember what the ability of Primal Groudon is. Sunny day.
Desolate land.
Desolate land.
There you go. The sun is desolate.
It's called British summertime. Weird.
Oh wow. Right, so it's the last round of the playoffs, and once again we're behind schedule because we've already started the next round.
I mean, because there's a game that came out, and then
yeah,
and we've been playing that.
Oh yeah, I just
we've
realised what
been
you're
playing
playing.
a lot of PSO2
Fantasy Star Online. I thought it was just going to be me, but these nerds have been playing with me as well.
Yeah,
Fantasy Star Online.
Fun.
Yeah, it's been good.
In 3 days, we're getting close to that level cap.
Yeah, the first level cap.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how the game is 8 years old, yet we are still 2 chapters behind what Japan has as content. I don't I think it would all be there.
It didn't come out into Western regions, so it didn't come out into North America until it was last year, I think, where it actually first came out in North America, or like a year and a half ago.
Why hasn't it got all the content? I don't understand.
Well, because they're probably not finished localizing it. Because there's so much text in the game.
Menus.
So many menus.
Subs. It's not hard. We don't care about the voice acting. The voice acting, the English writing is terrible anyway.
Well, it's not so much the voice acting, it's the blooming text boxes.
Amount of
menus. So many text
currency.
boxes. New items.
Think about the QA that's gone into every single one of those menus.
I know. Being in a QA
not enough for how bad those menus are. And how many of them there are.
There's some very bad translations in there. But the game's a lot of fun.
New Genesis. Oh yeah,
it's got like one of the best boss fights I've ever experienced in a game.
I did some sick ones today that I had to catch up on.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, Pokemon. So before we go into the actual games we've shown this time, obviously I played Ray this time, which we're not showing on the thing, but did catch up with him in a little interview afterwards to talk about how the game went. So I'm going to play it out now.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hello. Is that Ray of the Bar City Bouffalants?
It is. I'm on all that pummeling.
Oh
all
my God.
Ambitions have come true.
We've got him on for the first time on the actual show and not just a live stream.
Yeah, man. Quick, let's talk about anime before Dom realizes where I am.
Well, I mean, does he actually know what anime is?
Well, he doesn't know what a weeb is, so
this is true.
Put anything past him. Now, how you guys feeling? Victorious? Congratulations.
Very confused but smug.
Confused
but smug, as is the Torracat's way.
Don't think I've ever felt those 2 emotions simultaneously before. No, it was a great one.
The ending of that game, there were so many turns where we were just thinking like, I was like, I think we got this. No, we've lost. Wait, no, we've lost.
Yeah, that play at the end, swapping back between those last 2. I mean,
the 50-50s.
Kind of felt like it was yours to throw away. I felt like you 2 had it. Because there was more. Lucario put more pressure on Lapras and Crustle than either of them put on your Suicune.
Sure.
I think.
The thing is, we had to get some damage onto Crustle because you could kill us with Earthquake and we would need to break your Sturdy and then damage you. And we had no other moves for hitting Lapras other than on Suicune. We just had Scald, so it was like
you were just Scald. Oh, right,
completely walled by Lapras, other than pressure stalling you.
Sure. Well, that was why Lapras was there, was for the Suicune counter, and then the Perish Song Whirlpool trap set.
Oh, you were the Whirlpool.
Never stayed in. I was
well.
gonna stick it in and then Perish Song it.
I liked it.
I I was so scared of Dragonite and stuff like that as well. So I thought, if I just have Perish Song, I can just play.
True.
Like, they can't just go too wild.
The trouble with Dragonite is it just comes out and it will bop like 2 things very hard, and then it tends to go down because after you break the multi-scale, it's fragile as anything. But just on that first turn, it's so bulky. Like, rarely anything one-shots it.
Yeah, pretty much nothing. Even after a Swords Dance, I wasn't getting through it without the multi-scale broken. No, I was very scared of Dragonite throughout the game and in my prep, because last season Dom and I just lost to Alana's Dragonite because we kind of thought, if we put Stealth Rocks up, it'll be fine. Yeah. And then it came out on turn 4 and we were like, we're supposed to have Stealth Rocks up by now. And then we just lost. So this time, it was Stealth Rocks straight away.
Right,
keep that thing on lock.
Yeah, we were actually really worried about Quillfish toxic spikes.
Okay.
It's annoying, and we didn't really have anything that killed Quillfish in one. So we're like, he's gonna get toxic spikes up. We need to have defog.
I considered Quillfish. I think with the magic bounce and the threat of your a Dragonite or a Swords Dance Lucario or something could take too much of advantage of Quillfish, I thought. No, you guys played that very well. I thought I had it a couple of times, but you were just leading me on a merry dance and making me waste my good stuff.
Yeah, I thought you were onto something with the Gallade Swords Dance, but then you switched out against Absol, I think. Yes,
because Play Rough kills me and you're faster.
Does it actually? I think on our calc, Play Rough was doing...
Not don't tell me.
Oh, wow. Do you know what? We didn't have Play Rough.
Oh, so we didn't have Play Rough. I didn't want to be like, we didn't Play Rough, and then be like, yeah, we did.
No, we were Sucker Punch, Iron Tail, Superpower, Ice Beam. So we were thinking, Sucker Punch doesn't quite kill it. No, but maybe we can just be cheeky and.
No, because I'd taken just enough prior damage that Play Rough was a straight kill.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, I can't risk it. But man, that friggin' Absol, man. Because first time Gallade was out, I think when I went for the Swords Dance, I almost went for close combat on that switch.
Yes.
But I was like, no, if Golurk comes in, then I waste my move, and then I can't kill it with one knockoff if it's Colbur Berry, and no, go for the Swords Dance. And then then the Absol came out, and I pussied out.
Okay.
And fled from the Play Rough.
The Play Rough that just wasn't there.
Play Rough didn't exist. Ice Beam, nice deck again.
It's just such nice coverage for all of the dragons because it tends to outspeed all of them.
Yeah.
We're scared of the Choice Scarf every single time, and it just doesn't come, and we're very, very happy for it.
No, I had no Scarf on this team.
Okay.
It was
We don't tend to
Sharp was my only speed.
Either. The Bishop Defiant boosts and stuff were also terrifying.
Did you know that was going to happen, or had you forgotten?
I kind of didn't care because I was like, well, I just wanted rocks gone because Golurk having the Focus Sash intact was too good.
I can't believe it was slashed all the way through. Stupid Golurk.
Yeah. Golurk was actually a last minute addition instead of Azelf, because Azelf was going to be the suicide. It just kills the thing. But then we just realised we didn't have quite enough for things like Bishop if they get going, because you have quite a lot of setup sweepers. And we're like, we don't have enough of that.
Oh, right. No, Golurk in my head was always coming for you guys.
Oh, really?
It kills so much of my stuff, right?
See? I told you.
It gets Ice Punch, right, for Garchomp. I think you used it, in fact. And it gets all the great stuff that you ended up using on it this game.
It does. And Becky,
Focus Sash.
Becky said beforehand.
I was like, which berry is it? Is it Ice Berry? No, it's got to be Colbur Berry. It's got to be Colbur Berry. I can Ice Punch it. I've got this. I'm going to run away with it.
No, whenever this thing comes out on full HP end of the game, it's got a Focus Sash.
God damn it.
No, but before like we started prepping, Becky was like, Golurk's great this game. And I was like, I don't know. He's got 2 of the best knockoff users in the game. Just destroy it. And yeah, so I was like, no, we shouldn't bring it. And then last minute, it was like, actually, Golurk's pretty good. And then Becky was
I think it's pretty good. Also, I was kind of disincentivized from knocking off early because I knew you had Lucario in the back until I realized you were special. Yes. I was like, knockoff's not necessarily a great play to give that thing a justified boost. But
yeah, we were hoping
JP
for the
was
knockoff.
super upset about finding out so soon that Lucario was special. He was like, we have to show him that it's special.
I know. I thought the fact that I had so many things that were weak to knock off would be enough of an incentive with like the Togetic being super bulky with the Eviolite.
Sure, yeah.
And there being a Golurk there, I was like, oh, he's gonna click the knockoff, even if it knocks off like Suicune leftovers. Now we go into the justified mod. It'll be brilliant. So yeah, it's justified, yeah. But no, you went for the Swords Dance and we were extremely scared. But then you switched out anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, it was a scrappy game.
It was a very scrappy game. That was
set up a little bit, kill something, and then momentum swing back the other way.
Yeah. What was the last move on Lapras? Because I was just like, if he Hydro Pumps, we're just dead.
No, I was freeze dry, whirlpool, perish song. Protect.
Oh yes, you did say whirlpool. Yeah.
So it's just total anti Suicune. And then, kind of mess with anything else that wants to set up. Right, I kind of regret bringing Crustle, but I felt I had to just for the psychological warfare. I thought after last week, you might give it too much respect.
We kind of did. Like, originally, it was just priority on everything. Because we just like, can't let Crustle get going. Have to be able to kill the Crustle. And
because it's got the coverage to sweep a lot of teams once key pieces go down.
Yeah.
Like if Suicune and Golurk are out the way.
And if you invest in speed, then you still outspeed like a lot of things, like 405 it gets up to, I think, something like that, or 414.
I've closed my Prep-O-Matic window, but yeah, it's not too slow.
Yeah, 207 times 2, yeah, so 414.
414, which I was surprised no Jolteon.
It's because it just got one shot by Sucker Punch by Bisharp.
Oh, of course, yeah, because I was thinking it was so quick compared to all of my guys that had to be coming. But
yeah, I considered it. The Bisharp was just like, no, it's just like a non-mon. It's like if you bring Salamence to a game and they have any ice priority, any ice shards, it's just dead. Which is one of the reasons why I like Dragonite, because even if they have the ice shard mod, we still get a turn.
You always get to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's just click a Z move or something. Which is nice.
Yeah, so that's you two through to the top bracket.
Yes, we've achieved our target of getting into the top bracket. We've got into the top bracket every single season. So now we can lose. We can lose.
It was you guys and the Elekkids, and the Elekkids lost it this time, didn't they?
Yes.
The Elekkids are not in the top bracket for the first time ever.
I know, so yeah.
Torracat's keeping up the streak.
It doesn't matter if we lose now. I have a feeling we might even be against the Croconaws, perhaps. I'm not too sure. We were trying to work it out, and you might find out it's different, but we were trying to work it out. It might be against the Croconaws.
It was looking like an all-out pummeling heavy top bracket, potentially, depending on where people end up.
Yes.
How have you felt about the season, Becky? Are we going to see the... what was your team? The Weedles? Are we going to see the Weedle season 7? Come on.
My main issue is I feel like I just don't know enough to be solo. Like, if I had just a little handy Pokédex or something that I could just keep looking at and be like, what does that do? Because there are so many mons I just have no idea what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, she's always telling me the correct things to do in prep, so she does know things.
Yeah, I mean,
once I properly sit down and go, okay, I need to learn what these things do, then I can work it out. But it's like, if someone brought something I wasn't expecting, I'd be like for example, I was asking JP if Stealth Rocks breaks a Focus Sash, as in if you come in on Stealth Rocks and then get hit by something that would kill you, then the Focus Sash doesn't trigger, does it?
No, it's already broken by the
So I was like, I didn't know that.
Sure.
Like,
I can appreciate that. It's an overwhelming game. I mean, I would say there's stuff still that I don't know after years of playing. Just little things that you have to pick up here and there. Perish Song. Who knows what would happen?
I didn't know what was going to happen there. It was wacky, crazy.
No, well, Dom and I will have to pick your brains for some market research to find out what less confident players would want from an expanded Prep-O-Matic. If we would,
okay.
Anyway, sorry, this interview's already dragging on too long.
That's fine. What I have realised is that All Out Pummeling isn't actually covering this game, so we might actually just need to ship it off to you guys. I don't know.
So I'm not going to be on All Out Pummeling.
We'll be on Out of Your League.
Yes, finally made it out of your league.
I don't know. It'll be on one of the shows.
Full 2 seasons.
Okay. Well, if it is on Out of Your League, I can include this segment and say that we're thinking about trying to expand the Prep-O-Matic slightly in a way to just, I don't know, give people, because Zoe says something similar, right? She says, I know kind of how the game works, but when things I don't recognize show up, I don't know if they're kind of, I don't know what they do. So I don't know. So I'm wondering if we could include little at a glance stats, or kind of like, these are the things highest stats, or is it more moves and stuff? What do you newbies want to know at a glance? You don't have to answer now.
Everything.
You can't know everything at a glance.
Just everything. Like the world's biggest cheat sheet.
No, but you've been doing well and clearly learning a lot under JP. So I think it would be great if you.
I just need to get doing some more practice matches. We actually did a practice game where she made your team and then I used it against a preliminary version of our team, which is pretty much the one we brought against the Lux Rays. So that was quite nice.
No, it wasn't.
You learn things.
Because I've been building your team, Ray. So I knew what I'd put on your team, and then JP shoves me this team that I haven't. Like, I don't know what this team is because I haven't been looking at it. It's just like play. I'm like, but I know his team, but I don't know this team.
Yeah, it's got to set you up in good stead for our match, though, right? If you've been building my team, you know what I can do and what I can't do, etc.
You got to teach
them.
Well,
I know what some of your Pokemon could do because I played some of those people, but I played a different team, I'm afraid.
Sure, yeah. Oh, well, brick by brick, build the knowledge. But yeah, really fun game, you guys.
Yeah, that was a really fun game. I'm sorry, Ray. We didn't want to put you down.
It's all right. As soon as I agreed to an interview, I knew I would lose because I've never done a post-match interview after a victory. It's so it's all right. I've got my runner-up speech kind of down pat at this point.
Oh, okay.
I can make a good show of being gracious and then sort of turn my mic off and go.
That's a good show. Well done.
Fucking Lucario.
I'm just happy I managed to claw back some honour from the Sylveon and Meowstick debacle of back in, what was it, season 3, season 4 at Markham House. I think that was the last time we played.
Oh my god, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a really fun match because we were in the same room, right?
Yes. Yeah.
We were in each other's heads, and I was.
I think I bought just lots of cheese sets, and it just didn't work at all.
I remember trying to psych you out because I would decide what move to do, and I thought, oh, JP looks worried. I'll pretend I'm still thinking, so I'd just like bring up some random tabs and just type nothing.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking like, oh man, Ray's taking a long time with these turns. I'm just like clicking random shit. Oh man.
But yeah, sadly, no underhanded tactics like that available to me tonight. So yeah.
But, good game.
Except
and
for Perish Song.
Legit strat.
It's a legit strat. I can't think of any puns on Perish Song. Lame. Good stuff. We'll look forward to seeing how you get on in the Y Cup, is it?
The Y bracket.
The Y bracket.
Yep. Don't know why.
Why? Why are we doing it?
Well, see you two in the grand final.
Yeah, no, thanks very much.
Later.
We'll catch you later.
More like Inferno Overdrive, am I right?
It was quite the match, though. If you'd have lost to that bloody Paris song, I would have been so mad for you. So dirty, but I understood it. I understood why.
Like Dom was saying on A League, if you just had like an offensive move, to be honest, he probably could have just clicked Whoop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it might have worked out differently, but
I just wasn't doing enough to him, I don't think. But anyway, luckily managed to win that, so thank God. But yeah, should we get into the matches?
The actual matches, yeah, before
actual
we
matches.
melt. Yeah.
Before we melt. I can already feel the sweat on the glass. Right. Our first game then is going to be the Luton Town Leafeons versus the Middlesbrough Metapods.
Okay, and we're good to go in 3, 2.
PK's got nothing to say about it.
No, so essentially, Chris's team gets entirely walled by Blissey except for Hitmonlee. So I just had to have a couple of things for Hitmonlee. First iteration of the team had either Aggron or Doublade. I think the other one that was on was Quagsire.
Yes,
but then I was like,
there.
But then I was kind of getting a little worried about Volcarona, and it's like, well, if Blissey goes down, then I've got 2 steel types, and it's like, it'll get Giga Drain with Quagsire, so it's not, or if I bring Quagsire. So I brought a few more like Hidden Power Rocks, essentially, and a bit more. Yeah, 3 of my things had Hidden Power Rock for it. And then, so I had Doublade and Aggron just for Hitmonlee, really. Mm-hmm. And the Doublade also had Sleep Talk in case I got spored. Just so I can do something against the Amoongus.
Right.
Yeah. Because Amoongus does nothing to that Doublade.
That's
absolutely
sensible.
Nothing.
I like that.
A resisted seed bomb is about as strong as it gets. So.
Yeah, but it's annoying because like, I could kind of wall other things, and it's like, but yeah, if it's doubt, Doublade's going to be there. I've been finding that about this mod. It's like, I'm very happy with the trade as much as I miss Cloyster. Like, Doublade's just kind of like, it's just good. Like, it's just really good in like all situations, pretty much.
Were you at all worried about the kill leader Registeel? Who sadly is not the kill leader anymore, but
so
still kill leader for the team.
Me and Joe, I think, did 1, or maybe I think we did 2 practice matches, and that was about it. And then like it kind of ended up at Registeel versus Blissey, and it's like, well, he can earthquake me, but then I can kind of just stall him out. So it's like
with the softballs.
And then if it's Reggie.
Yeah, I was thinking if it was rest, he might still.
Yeah, rest.
Yeah, he'll probably win in the end, but I'm hoping that I can get enough to not have to deal with that. So.
Yeah, hopefully you won't get to the point where you are 1 versus 1 with just those 2 left.
If it's just Blissey versus Registeel, then well, the match has gone wrong somewhere.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. Okay, shall we dive in? See how it goes.
We should. We dive in?
Let's go then in 3, 2, 1. So you lead it off with the Aggron. He goes for
Aggron. Pretty safe here.
Original.
Like, I thought he might switch out, so I was like, well, I'll stealth.
Where's your Doublade? You had to switch it
because like
rocks off.
Yeah,
I can survive 2 high jump kicks, and I can kill it back if it's not cursed up.
Yeah.
So.
Why did you go to your spin blocker and your ghost type to be
if you'd have gone
because I thought he was just going to high jump kick, and so it's like, well, I can survive 1, and if he misses, that's great. If I take some damage, that's fine. I've still got Doublade in the back.
If he high jump kicks a ghost type, does he just?
You take the 50%.
Yeah, so you should
50% damage, and you would have blocked the spin. But yeah,
like I actually didn't know he took the damage. I thought it just would have failed.
Okay,
well, fair enough. So then, he spawns me again. Wake up again,
and into another heavy
Aggron
slab.
does a lot of work does a lot of work against everything that pretty much isn't Volcarona. So I'm just sitting there clicking heavy slams and stuff, and he keeps sporing me, and I'm like, but why? Like, I'm just gonna stay in and click buttons, and he does it again. I'm like,
why
this is great
haven't you gone into Doublade yet?
I don't need to go into Doublade at this point. Why isn't he going to Volcarona?
I want to see the tech.
So now you think we're going to see Quiver here?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point,
Quiver here. And
be a bit worried.
Why haven't you switched out yet?
Slightly worried, but
why haven't you gone into Blissey?
Even at +6, it doesn't do anything. But I stay in and try to head smash. I know I can kill it.
Yeah, I was like,
the miss.
And then the miss. So I was like, okay, I missed. That's fine. Now I go into Blissey, because if I'd have killed the Volcarona, then everything's just free, essentially.
Yeah. To be fair, if you would have hit the head smash, it's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Toxic there, nice. Instead of going for the seismic toss, just to really put a block on this.
Is mainly good for against Volcarona.
Even with a 2-time special attack.
I remember Joe in, was it season 2 when you had Blissey? And you fought Rob's Volcarona, was it? And just You weren't caring about
just
any of
like,
its
yeah,
moves.
whatever.
Yeah.
Let me just softball.
We see a softball here, which I think I remember you saying to me, Joe. It's like, well, you could wish, but it's like, why? Like, you may as well just have softball and heal bell instead of wish protect, because
you
you're not
wish
really going to be
protect takes up 2 move
switching. You
slots.
kind of just
Yeah, you want Blissey to take on the whole team rather than Blissey to be a cleric for the rest of your team. So
yeah, exactly.
Whirlpool here, I was like, you're absolutely fine with this? Like,
Yeah. It's like, this doesn't have Perisong, so it's like, I mean, I'm staying in.
Yeah. And then I think we see a Calm Mind here.
Yeah, it's an area to calm mind here. I think he said he probably should have slacked off, but Toxic's still racking up, and it's like, no matter how high this gets, I can still face tank everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And I like to hope he was running Psy Shock instead of Psychic there to be able to actually hit you.
Yeah, maybe, but I think I
but
calculated that even Psy Shock wouldn't
it
have
still
done.
would have taken a good few of them. Blissey's disgusting to try and get through.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at the Registeel Blissey off.
Okay, and this
Iron
Iron Defense, and like, this isn't Gen 8. You don't have Body Press that works off defense yet, so I'm still okay with this. Again, Toxic, and it's just
so
like the mind game is like,
bell.
okay, do I heal Bell? Do I Seismic Toss? Do I think he's going to rest up? I feel like he might rest here, so just went for the heal Bell. Turns out he did. And now, because I know he's asleep for 2 turns, I can then try to get... Mainly Raichu is my answer for this, because it is packing Nasty Plot and Focus Blast.
Yeah.
But he probably knows this, and it's just free to switch into Amoongus.
They're not a better move than Thunderbolt you had there?
No, so I have Focus Blast, Hidden Power Rock for the Volcarona, and Thunderbolt. So, and again, Nasty
Plot, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I take the sleep here, like I take the Spore here, knowing that, well, there's no real point me switching at this point.
But Doublade!
Even if the tech, obviously I didn't need to reveal the tech. That's the thing. Like, obviously I revealed it now, but like at this point in the game, he essentially the first 2 mons he gave me for free, like him sporing me and then switching out when I'm just going to stay in and click attacking moves, like. It's kind of like, well, he just gave 2 good answers for me for free.
Ooh,
and now Volcarona...
damage and goes down. Yeah. Would have taken Toxic
with
after
him on
that
lead
as well,
down, there's
right?
no way he can get these rocks off. So it's like...
However, your Shadow Claw isn't doing enough to out-damage Regenerator, right?
No.
Because Regenerator is 33% plus leftovers or Black Sludge.
True, but I think you're doing enough damage.
Yeah.
You're doing enough damage.
So it's
rocks.
It's 39, but then rocks.
Yeah.
But fortunately, again, at this point, because he'd thrown away, essentially thrown away Mons early in the game, I've got 5 things in the back that I can happily play this game. He will run out of PP way longer than I will. So
yeah, I think also Doublade is just quite nice for fighting Registeel because neither of you can do much damage to each other.
I mean, I do have, was it Sacred Sword? So,
yeah, I was getting worried here that like the game plan was literally to have to stall out rests at this point. I was like,
again, I was kind of worrying about that as well, and I was like,
you switched out there. Why didn't you just go for
you haven't got anything to hit through this Amoongus. It
I
would have done
got
about 20% with a Thunderbolt.
I nasty plotted up just in case he tried to switch on that turn. Like it was trying to maybe predict a switch, but it just kind of stays in, and it's like, well.
So is something of yours asleep right now? It's not, is it?
Oh, no,
nothing's asleep right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Raichu that was asleep, but it woke up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why this Among Us hasn't a used leech seed on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you are doing damage, but also Aurelia has taken a big chunk of health as well.
Yeah. Again, this is fine with me.
Yeah.
Like, I still have enough in the back. Maybe not for Among Us until, well, which in my guys, like, maybe I don't have much for Among Us, completely forgetting that there is a mon on my team that is definitely designed to fight Among Us.
Yeah.
In this Espeon, that I was like,
fast.
oh yeah, why don't I just do that?
Oh, the special D drop though.
Yeah.
Using a
Is
big
Espeon
Thunderbolt
packing
now.
Focus Blast as well?
Yeah, it's packing Psychic. That's what it's doing.
Yeah, but to hit through the
no, it's
Register.
Psychic, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Rock.
Oh, okay.
So the players now to switch into your Raichu, right?
Yeah. So Raichu, it lives on 11%, so I survive a life orb damage.
Where's the future sight?
And then Calm Mind,
move.
and I was like, why didn't I
Nightmare.
just do this earlier?
Ghost DMZ.
Like-
Oh,
Nice.
interesting.
Yes, this
Is
was
that for the Slowbro?
Yes, this is for Slowbro.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause,
well, obviously
in
do
my-
enough there.
Yeah,
That's fair.
because again, just in
And
case
bush
Slowbro
areas.
got going, this is more assurance, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I actually just had this to kill these two things. I just forgot in my
I
mind.
just forgot was to go through the motions.
Oh, because this was for Slowbro, and I was like, oh yeah, Ghost DMZ, that'd be really well. And then yeah, I just kind of forgot that Espeon was there. So
It's like your best mon.
it's which I barely brought, but yeah, it's
Remember that
a
one
very good
time they
mon.
just
It's
supported
situational.
your way to victory last time?
See, the only reason I think, like, the only reason I brought it is because I was. Actually, no, that's for the next match. But that's something because there was a set on Smogon that is like from I think it's Gen 2. That's like growth. I think it's like growth weather ball Espeon or something like that. And I was like, I think it's to fight Venusaur. And as it turns out, me winning this match and heavily meant I couldn't be caught in this group.
Yes.
And so,
Which,
okay.
as a result,
Yeah.
you are with all three of
Yeah.
us, in fact, because I was locked in from last time.
Yeah.
JP's win versus Ray, and now PK's win put us all in the winners. Which,
Yeah.
we're going to have to meet at some point, I'm sure. Or we'll just go out this round when we're not
Yeah.
playing.
Oh, yeah.
So that-
Yeah.
yeah, that could happen.
No, I'm 100%
We don't have
out
to
this
spend
round.
We don't have to spend as long doing the show then.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. So no, good stuff. I don't agree with all
Yeah.
the plays there, but you pulled it out. So
Yeah.
as Mike Ross would say, you know,
I mean,
if it works, it was the
not
best thing to
using
do.
Doublade, and then too much using Doublade.
Yeah.
Basically, that game.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of that, and then I was just forgetting. It's like, well, Comfey doesn't do nothing. Like Raichu's
Yeah.
for Registeel, and it's like
Comfey was literally useless against those
Blissey's
last two.
done its job, and then I just kind of there's an Espeon there. Like I probably could have done that earlier, if I'd have remembered. Yeah.
No, but you pulled out the W, and that's what counts.
Yeah. Well, next up we
Next
have.
up is the Bristol City Bewares versus the Whapping Whales.
And I can't remember if this match. I think this match might have been played before my match. I think.
I can't remember.
I think it was. Yeah, it was. It was played
I think I
a little
knew
bit
the result
before.
and what I needed to do in my match to essentially qualify for the top group.
Yeah, because I remember
going
you
into
were,
it.
we were asking like, oh, what do you need to do? And you just said, win.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
win. Any
Yeah.
win.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But we got a bloody Hitmonchan. There's a bloody
Yeah.
flipping Hitmonchan right there.
It actually gets brought.
Oh my god. What's that? It's like second or third league appearance.
But it's been
Despite
on
being
so
in
many
every
teams.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's here for like its second
here.
league game
And
ever.
I think it even gets a bloody kill. Or maybe two in this game.
My God. Well, we should probably get started so we can have a look.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, we didn't look at the other team at all. We got
We don't need to.
Cryogonal,
This is a Hitmonchan show. That's what this is.
we've got a big wall of boys there, and Diancie, who may or may not be a boy. You can't tell. Doesn't have a gender. Fine, let's get into it. Okay, right, 3, 2, 1. The B1 squad just looks like a bunch of mismatches. Oh, okay. So Mew coming out as the lead versus the rest
Giga
of
Drain,
Wash.
nice.
Nice.
Drain, yeah.
Synchronized, though.
Synchronized but immune because it's electric type.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting little thing.
Full para.
Daggers.
White.
Oh,
expecting the
okay.
switch out.
Expecting a switch.
Everything's fine.
Oh,
no
but
one
there's
lost
the
anything
switch.
on that.
I
Not
didn't go
switch?
for the
Yeah.
Willis
But
the
again,
second
you'd
time.
have rather have poisoned this if you could, but yeah, Will-O-Wisp would have been fine. Like,
Yeah. I guess you want to toxic this more than
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Willis bit special.
Okay, so
that's
it
fine.
is the Mega Diancie this week.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Got that mind go. You never quite know if it's going to be the Mega
Yeah.
or not this season for Alana.
Protect here to scout, I guess, knowing this probably will go down. Nope, gonna actually go for the swap.
Just to see what the
Diamond
Mew is
Storm
going to have
gets
for the
big
damage.
damage.
It's going to be like a... Yeah, no,
Oh,
it doesn't
it's
matter.
slower.
Krypton match.
Like-
Well, with the paralysis, you're definitely
I mean,
slower, so-
it's slower anyway, isn't it? It's
Yes,
Diancie
yeah, I
110.
think so,
but
The
yeah.
first Diamond Storm did 55%.
But it
anyway.
could have been. Right, did we see short? I don't know.
Do you reckon he was just sacking it off, or was it
Maybe.
flash cannon and hope
But
you
it's
live?
always dangerous to sack off a Diancie just in case it gets that +4 defense boost. Like, you know, it already got a +2, so maybe, you know.
to sack off against the
Yeah.
Diancie mean, yeah.
Balloon's
Yeah, yeah.
been popped here. Scold. That's going to finish it
Ooh,
off.
wow,
Ooh,
dude.
that was a risky swap.
Get in there, penguin.
Into the water steel type, bringing in your
Yeah.
rock fairy. That seems a risky choice.
What is
Dancing boy.
Compagus gonna do to this? Nothing. Okay.
Absolutely
Gonna go
nothing. It's
down.
gonna get earthquaked.
Absolutely nothing. All right. Right. In comes the penguin.
Earthquake again.
Okay.
Just to get a
Get
little bit
any
of chip,
damage off.
maybe.
Oh,
But
never
But
mind.
it's drain punch, so just a free penguin, I guess. There.
Yep,
Yeah.
good choice to drain punch
I'm
to get
sure
back the
about
health,
that.
just in case it aggro jetted.
I guess this would have had to be the play in the first place. Using fighting move, maybe. No, sorry, flying move.
Okay, outspeeds.
Yeah.
Sky drop.
Sky.
Nice draw.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
That is not
Ooh,
good.
the crit. The crit.
I think
Can
the
someone
crit
explain
matters
Sky Drop to me? Because I've not
there.
seen that move.
It's like fly, but you both skip a turn. So Skarmory
Interesting.
uses
It's way
it.
better.
Yeah, Skarmory uses it because it can stall out Toxic for an
Oh,
extra
okay.
turn.
Oh.
It's also a okay base power flying
Yeah, 'cause,
physical
like,
move.
The only
Because other than that,
flying
it's like
physical move it
aerial
has
ace.
is aerial
or
ace,
fly,
yeah. Because I found this out when using Megarodactyl before.
But yeah, no, Sky Drop is perfectly fine.
Okay. Well, at this point in the match, when I watched it, I was like, So Alana was probably going to win here, I think.
Okay,
I think she's
again,
got
I
the
thought the
upper
power
hand,
of his
but this-
mists there.
Yeah. But this
Always
Sarah
look like
Aura
a
comes
miss.
out, bulk up
Yeah.
again. That's its like boosting move essentially.
Drain punch
Yeah.
back to full. Oh yeah, Papa, very, very
But
nice.
gonna get Will-O-Wisp though.
Lives.
Oh, there is.
There's
There it
the
is.
reverse. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see in the future.
But you can just bulk up again, I guess, if you really
Yeah.
wanted to.
Okay.
Right. Well, what's left, and have they got enough health?
Well, I mean, an earthquake.
Okay,
Fizzle.
crocodile. Okay.
Yeah.
This thing will
So
probably
if it's
go.
choice Crocodile, like,
This thing will go down. Yeah.
I mean, a bullet punch would have been nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
but
the
it would have been
speed damage.
would have been resisted, right?
Yeah,
but
but it would
for
have just been
extra
some
damage,
to
like-
ensure the kill.
so
on
if this
the
is a
earthquake.
choice Crocodile, you'd think
It is choice, but
never
the
mind.
berry
There
and the
it
bulk
is.
up boosting the defense as well.
yeah. And Drain
Yeah.
Punch, yeah. But
Yeah.
we think
Oh,
so that
the
did
Rock
30%
just gonna get the
when it's
kill on his
weakened.
own.
Like so
No,
it's
he's not.
take
Oh,
another
the burn,
Drain Punch.
Because we
Oh,
all
no, it
know
was
that
Drain Punch.
Hitmonchan's getting a kill this game, don't we?
Oh God!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But how's Hitmonchan gonna outspeed Plumbus the
Oh,
crocodile?
do you think he might have some sort of priority Mac punch,
No,
being
no
the
one-
quickest boxer in the land?
No one brings priority moves on their fighting type.
Oh my god, here he is.
Here
One
he is,
punch.
One punch.
And that's the only thing he needs to do.
That's it. That's his one punch for the whole season. His one punch, and it did it.
and
That
it
was
killed
it.
something. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Mwah. Chef's kiss all day.
Whopper.
Oh, I tell you what. So the One Punch Man opening theme song where it does that one punch thing. I watched those YouTube videos where they say as like you laugh you lose kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, this was like you dance you lose sort of thing, or like if you sing along at all. So it played like loads of other anime songs. I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then in the build up to One Punch Man, there's so much like just random filler music, and then it's just like One Punch, and I did it. I was like, fuck. It's like, damn it, I lost. I may have just pulled out my headset while I was doing that.
Power of the punch.
One punch, one broken
One Punch
headset.
Man, yeah. Oh, it's just so catchy. And now it's a Hitmonchan. The best name for Hitmonchan ever.
A spicy little game there. Had some swings. Thought it was going one way. Came right on back. With
I
that
thought that
Aurora.
was Alana's.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, when watching it, I was like, okay, so if she's winning, then that means I need to win big. I need to like play really properly to try to get a score going.
Mhm.
Like, so yeah.
Yeah,
But then it turned out, and it's like
all
I had to do was win, and it's like
Fair
okay.
enough.
It wasn't guaranteed, obviously, but I had a pretty good shot with Blissey walling his entire roster essentially. So, minus the dog that didn't get brought.
One plucky Hitmonchan.
Oh, thanks to the One Punch.
The One Punch Man or One Man Punch. Right. Yeah, that was an interesting game. Enjoyed that one. Right. Next up, we have the Kingswood Kabutops versus the Sheffield Shedinjas.
Now this looks like a game that could go on for a while.
Yes.
So whoever loses this would Right, it was pretty much, if Ed lost, then he was guaranteed to go to...
Because he was bottom place already.
He was bottom place already, yeah. So Ed needed to win
Ed
this.
needed to win.
Yeah.
And then needed other people to lose as well, like, convoluted.
Yeah. There was a way
guess
that he
he-
could get through.
He needed you to win, and he needed
To win this.
to win this. Yeah.
And he needed to,
And then
be both be
scores needed
big
to be
scores as
quite
well,
high.
I think, yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm not sure about
yeah.
scores. Okay, so what do we reckon about this match, other than the fact that it might take a long time?
I
So we've got
mean,
grassy terrain versus regenerator.
there's a mon there that you have no idea what set it's going to be.
I mean, I don't even believe that's a Pokemon. I think someone's
My
just rocked
boy.
up with a
And
little
didn't
spider
he?
and called it a Pokemon.
Oh no, I think you're both talking about different mons.
We
PK's
are.
talking about the Licky
I'm
Licky.
talking
and
about
you're talking about an Ariados.
You're talking about.
Yes.
I didn't even notice the Ariados.
Exactly, because it's not a Pokemon. It's just an insect.
He does not exist.
Does not exist.
Exactly. Yeah. Why is there an Ariados?
I don't know. I also don't know what it.
Spikes.
I think it doesn't even do anything. This guy. I think it gets one move off that does no damage and then dies.
I think the main thing I think is
That's
maybe
my
setting
memory.
up
I can't remember.
some spikes, and that's it.
My memory is that it does more than I ever thought.
Oh,
possible
I will
for
be.
Ariados.
You mean
I
it
would
doesn't
like
die
to be
in
proven wrong.
One hit.
I mean, it does a thing. But I hope I'm wrong and that it just comes out and gets smashed.
I mean, suicide.
Do you think
Spikes
maybe
or web setter.
maybe you
Fine.
took sort of like things from your match, Joe, when you were like, well, once Sticky Webs was up, like,
Yeah.
because it gets
Yeah.
both spikes and webs. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Tell you what, Skarmory is a great mon versus a grassy terrain team.
it's a great mon versus
Pretty
pretty
good.
much every team except for
I
the
mean,
Sun team.
True.
There is a heat ran on that team.
There is
it's
a-
not, it's not great
obviously-
versus a heat ran.
Yeah, the Hiran also looks like a great pick. This, particularly for the Skarmory and the what was it? Tangrowth.
Yeah.
He, and he
against the
is
spider.
faster than.
But then you got
Yes.
a Slow King and a bloody Garchomp, so it's a
Garchomp.
bit of a dodgy situation.
Yes, and I guess there's a Tentacruel for the Garchomp. There's not really anything.
Not really.
Then again, sorry, there's the two grass types for the Slow King, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you've got.
What's
I
it got
think
for Raikou?
the
dog?
Tapu Bulu's going to be pretty good here. Like, I guess the Ariados and the Skarmory are the only things that sort of deal with it.
Yes.
Everything else gets a bit.
Ariados doesn't
Yeah.
deal with it.
It's a poison type. It hits a stab poison jab. It will kill a Tapu Bulu probably.
Do you reckon this is
thing,
regular?
it's got to hit it. It's 40 base the
I'm just
mediocre
assuming-
every other stat.
I'm assuming that thing has a focus sash.
Like,
Otherwise,
yeah.
why does it
Yeah,
exist?
otherwise it
Choice
shouldn't
Scarf, innit?
exist.
Go fast with its 2 speed. Do you reckon it's Mega Garchomp or regular Garchomp?
It's going to be regular. Every time it's regular.
Yeah,
Like, there's no
probably
match where it's
regular.
not going to be regular, I think.
Garchomp. Unless it's against the Trick Room team, then always the Mega Garchomp.
Maybe. Even then, it's what, like 80 something? Like, it's not that slow.
Yeah, it's faster than all of the not fast things.
Yeah.
Right, should we hop in then?
Head in. Yeah.
Because this could take a while. Let's see. Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Let's Pokemon, says Marion. Gurtlush.
Versus Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
So this is a good. No Horlucha, interestingly, from Ed's side.
Maybe you
Thinking
think
about
it just got walled too much?
I guess, yeah, Skarmory probably just goes, that's nice. Next.
Yeah.
And Tangrowth. I know, Tangrowth,
think it's got
you can acrobatics. so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, it's got good defense, so maybe it'll live it. And just...
I feel like a high jump kick would probably do enough to the Skarmory. Maybe. Oh, you'd have to
I
sword
mean,
stance, actually.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it can just
Brave
sky
Bird.
drop you
And
back
have
and
sturdy.
Bird and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not die
Give
in
him the
one
idea
hit.
of Skydrop. He doesn't need more tech.
Well, Skydrop's been run. I suppose it's been run before in this league.
I haven't
Never
seen
seen
it,
it
I think,
before.
ever.
Other
Yeah,
than that one
I didn't even
game.
realize it was a move. Isn't well,
Yeah.
actually, isn't it like Blaziken's move? Isn't that like its main? Isn't that
No,
its
you're
main-
thinking of Sky Uppercut.
Oh, okay.
I like on turn 4, the Kings of Kabuto say good luck, good luck. Alright,
Knockoff coming off the Weeb alert there. So that was the
yeah.
leftovers.
Toxic's really nice. Yeah, Tox is really nice on the Tangrowth.
Oh, Yes, look at all the moves it's getting.
Okay, predicting that he might swap
And
again.
not dying. Oh,
Which one?
what can't it do?
Oh, it's poison now though.
Poison,
Can't
yeah.
revive
Are
Ed's
we gonna
mom.
see a
but
switch?
that's about it.
Or is Weebella just gonna get his health back?
Can we get its health back?
Yeah,
But can
I
it
think so.
can it kill an Ariados?
Oh, it's not off the focus
There's the
sash!
focus
It was the focus
There's
sash!
The focus sash.
Right, go on Weebella, you got this. Or Tentacruel, you got
Oh,
Okay.
just in case he
Oh,
spikes.
the layer of toxic
okay.
spikes. Oh, but
Preemptively.
now the Tentacruel's
Yeah,
already
he's
out on the
already
field.
gone
But he's
into-
got
gotta do
rapid
2
spin,
switches.
So
He's got rapid
Okay,
spin,
okay.
But then rough skin.
he's got rapid spin.
Yeah,
nice
then you have
switch.
to rapid spin into the
bones.
Garchomp, and then you're still out against the Garchomp.
True.
Oh,
Thinking
poison
he
jab.
might switch.
Oh,
Poison
yeah,
jab
yeah,
instead
predicting
of
it.
earthquake. So,
But
but no
Okay,
water
good,
move
good.
here.
Yeah.
No scald. No.
This is predicting the Sceptile.
or Bulu, right? Because what
Or
else do you swap
Bulu.
to?
Yeah.
This is probably fine.
This is what
yeah.
you swap to. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
One for
still
all
a stab
ages,
earthquake.
all
Gonna
seasons.
flip the hammer.
We've seen Ice Beam from this, haven't we? Oh no, we haven't. Never mind.
No,
Oh, but there it
we
is.
have now.
There it
we have
is.
now.
Back in that. Oh, the moves. See, look, set toxic knockoff Wish Ice Beam on a normal type thicky looking.
Yeah.
It's them Gen 1ers turned Gen 4.
Hell yeah.
Gen 4, the best Gen.
It's the pink mass versus the pink mass.
Oh my gosh.
But look how little
Arms
damage
to the
that did.
side. Standing
I guess
upright.
you go for a knockoff here. Yeah,
I would
predicting a
think so.
knockoff. Yeah, so he's just running around with Regenerator here to try
Yeah.
and.
Do you think Tangrowth and Licky Licky
Generator
both
colours.
had the same character model originally? They both have like the same.
Just one
Stout,
covered in
stout.
like green hair. I can see it. That's
What if
probably
you shave a
Yeah.
Tangrowth? There's a Licky Licky. and-
little like stumpy legs.
Oh,
Oh dear. Alright. I've been doing okay damage to Skarmory, but if this has got
But it'll have Roost,
yeah,
probably.
it's not doesn't do that over
those days.
50%.
more switching from the
But yeah, the
Kabutops.
Kabutops are just going a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
They're
there
finally
we go.
absorbing the toxic spikes.
Nice, but then you got the tentacle against the Raikou, so Raikou's just gonna get a big hit off of something. So it goes into the grassy terrain, top of the
Nice.
to get some health back from this.
Pretty much safe play on both sides there.
And I don't think Ranga has a single poison move, so that's running away.
Mhm.
Oh, the
Yeah.
double swap.
Had to be hidden power.
Interesting.
Trying to get some heals off onto Sceptile.
Yeah, you can Mega Evolve here to get your Lightning Rod active if
Swapped
Yeah.
out there.
Ranga comes back in.
Oh, but
Oh,
so
hidden
to
power
not.
fire.
Fire, must be
Hidden power
fire,
yeah.
No Mega Evolve. Actually.
Yeah, that's what I was curious
Oh,
about.
do you know what? I think this was a mistake. I think he meant to Mega Evolve.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So that's Mega. Okay, so it wouldn't have changed anything.
Wouldn't have mattered actually. Yeah.
nice Leaf Storm there. Get some
Big
good damage,
damage.
off.
Hidden power fire.
Ice.
Or ice even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Usually on electric
Nice.
types it's about ice. It's good coverage.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, I know. It's because I think you said him that far earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, he says, "Did you forget to Mega Evolve?" Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, it turned out not mattering, but
The big
All Leech doing
It was more
absolutely
just
nothing.
flexing. Don't even need to Mega Evolve.
That's how bad an Ariados is. So so that Ariados set up toxic spikes, which poisoned no one, and then
I
it
mean,
died.
it poisoned
Poison
the
the
Licky
Licky Licky.
No, they didn't that get poisoned.
Actually, didn't
by...
that get toxic?
Oh yeah, no, they got poison jabbed.
It got poison jabbed by Garchomp.
Garchomp. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
So Ariados put toxic spikes up, which got absorbed, and then nothing.
Yeah, it made Ed had to do some crazy switches. But
That's
Ed
quite a big surf.
rather keep.
Yeah, I think this thing is physically defensive to deal with the Garchomp.
Yeah.
Okay. Toxic
Yeah,
misses
will
the
be.
bags or toxic.
Yeah, and
goes
down
down
goes
to the poison.
Weebelo.
Ah,
Oh, he's
Put
just
in a good shift.
hemorrhaging Mons.
Yeah, he's done good.
Yeah.
He's done good.
Okay. Back in Fennoir, coming out to
Infestation. But that is a contact special move.
Yeah.
One of the rarest beasts in the game.
My word. Okay. Oh, he does stay in. Oh, okay. Very nice.
Scold.
Very
Nice.
Yeah.
Scold,
Oh, not
yeah.
that big of a scold, but the infestation.
Do you just hope that you can keep this thing long enough and kill it?
What do you? Yeah, I guess you could risk going to a Bulu,
But on that
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
Ugh.
Because it would have died to the toxic that turn. Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess that
but
was the plan.
but if he gambled and carried on with the poison
yeah.
jabs,
You'd rather
then,
get rid of
Yeah.
Tentacruel
yeah.
Feels
What
like
you want
very-
is
with what's left, considering there's 2 water types and an electric type.
Big mega.
Water,
Is it
electric, and a grass type even.
Tectonic Rage. Oh,
Ow.
crit!
Crit! Oh,
into anything.
God!
I didn't even know Z moves could crit.
That must have been what, like a rock 2? A rock slide? A resisted rock slide.
Okay.
No, Tectonic Rage is ground, so that would have been Earth
Earthquake.
Power? Earthquake?
I'm guessing there
quake.
was quite a big time during those turns because apparently Christian spent a while trying to convince Marion to let him do it.
Well, in case he switched
And
into
now he
the
looks
heat
stupid.
ran.
No,
got
it was
hit by a-
stupid because it didn't
Yeah.
fuck all damage.
Yeah.
The Dog of Wisdom.
Yes.
Precious dog of wisdom.
But against the Slow King. Oh, okay. Swapping out.
Fearing the crunch.
Big crunch.
D drop. The D drop.
Drop?
No
D drop.
D-drop.
No D.
Would have been clutch.
No
I
doggo
mean, D
drop.
drop into like a big rock move might be enough to take this
Yeah.
down.
Splinter storm shards or something.
Doing sod all.
Nothing. We haven't seen this thing item yet. No, it wasn't air balloon.
Oh, it's not leftovers.
It's something. Oh
On
Lord,
who?
it's something.
On
the
Heat Ran.
Oh, okay.
Okay. To manage to keep these things good and healthy.
Yes,
but
yeah, or
so
grassy
is
terrain.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
grass,
it
running
awkward?
grassy terrain into a regenerator core.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
Bit of a
pretty
bad mismatch, I
And-
think.
nasty, isn't it?
Yeah, and so Ed keeps having to swap.
To
But
try
Chris,
and get.
Chris just has swap-ins for whatever he swaps in to try
Yeah.
and counter his swap-ins.
It's like, we're going to do
sort of-
eruption,
What,
and
you go
then he's going to
Slow King here?
switch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does he have a move for a Slow King?
I mean, he hits a
Eruption.
eruption.
Ooh, the
Crit
crit.
eruption
That
does enough.
matters.
Yeah, that
So
does
another
matter.
eruption.
Yeah,
Should take
because
it.
you're going to be faster.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but
just gets a
then-
free kill
yeah.
on Rango on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what that crit means because you want the
Right.
regenerator to bring it back
Yeah.
up to
Yeah.
a healthy amount from the slow king.
Okay, gotcha. And then goes back into Slow King here, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, 69%, and then that's going to
Okay.
survive the eruption, so you have
Switches
to
out
switch.
there, Okay.
I think
That's
he
Fear.
probably needs.
Yeah, you fear a big
he
surf.
needs
We've
this.
seen this
Yeah.
big damage.
And
Oh,
he
sorry,
needs
sorry,
the
sorry,
heat ran
sorry.
left for Skarmory and Tangrowth.
Yeah.
So,
It's a
Why is
really
it rocking
awkward.
Surf and not Scold?
Bigger damage.
Yeah,
This is the.
burn
I think this is
to
a
the dog
like.
and
I think this is like a
Zulu.
specs. I think this is a
Offensive.
specs slow king.
it was Assault Vest.
Assault vest, really.
Yeah,
okay.
it was Assault Vest.
Oh, right,
But
okay.
yeah, I think it's just trying to
Whirlwind.
Interesting. I mean, you can see why.
Yeah, because
spikes
it's going to
earlier.
force him to swap.
Yeah.
into-
Yeah.
I just wish you had something for to get through a Skyrim.
Seems like just a hidden path fire or something.
Why are you whirlwinding to possibly bring in the Heat Ran?
Because when we expected him to just swap straight
Yeah.
to Heat Ran again.
Oh, I see what you
'Cause-
mean.
Yeah, because the Bulu's not going to do
Oh,
it.
so he's stalling
yeah,
out the
it's weird.
grassy terrain here, kind of ish. But
That's also
it's
a.
not really helping.
No, he's not stalling up the grass straight. He's just literally.
I
Clicking
mean,
buttons.
it is, but that probably wasn't his.
Oh.
Yeah.
The risky swap.
Wow. Like,
Now things. are
how
a bit-
did Ed allow that to happen?
Yeah, I'm curious why he didn't swap into Bulu, but
Yeah, because he could have got the grassy
than
terrain
the
back
dog.
up. Maybe he
Yeah.
was scared of a psychic move.
maybe.
But
But
then
yeah.
it's not even a fighting type, it's fairy.
Yeah, it's fairy. It's grass fairy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the,
I know.
from
Yeah, 'cause
that
you could've-
point,
You had to
Just
break the
horn
status
each.
quo somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And if that was the one time he didn't click surf and he swapped, then you've got momentum and can get off a
True.
Yeah.
big move. So, and
it's
I
already
guess
turned 52. This is probably like an hour and a half in. So it's like, you know,
True, yeah. The mental fortitude is broken down.
yeah.
it's just close his eyes. It's just clicking now. It's like you let it in.
like,
Let me now.
Let it in.
Yeah,
It's fine. I'll make my run through the lower bracket. Screw it.
Iron
And that is,
doing
I mean,
sobbing.
that is
I
a
guess
good reason.
you
to
can just
bring
go into
this in.
Slow now, and I
Yeah,
don't
but
think Heat Ran
the
can do that.
regenerator's brought it back up. It's unless we see another crit eruption.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
he
not gonna
needs-
do it.
Is it leftovers as well, or is it?
What?
What
So
was
it goes for the crit
item?
there because
Oh, sorry, it was the assault vest, yeah.
Yeah, we
Crit's the only
saw it get
choice,
knocked off
and
by
the
the
surf-
key earlier. But yeah,
big damage.
Okay.
so probably only running eruption.
Regenerator.
But now your eruption is doing sod all
Nothing.
damage. Still
Or
not
is
enough.
it? Or
I mean,
is
well,
it?
I mean-
super effective stab and that thing's special defenses is the toy.
Now, do we think that was a specs eruption?
I'm thinking maybe
I
this
think
is
this
specs.
is specs. It hasn't swapped.
Had to get
You
the crit
need-
there.
Oh,
Right.
he needed the Heat Ran
I,
for Skarmory.
yeah, I think you had to swap there, right?
You had to
Yeah.
swap. Oh man.
But then it's still
So then it's
still
slower
Crispy's
than-
game because it's still swapped
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and forth in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
because if he
one.
swapped, then like You'd get the grassy terrain up, and he'd have the regenerator, like if he wanted it. Like.
Oh, so maybe when Ed went for the move there, he was thinking that Crispy would swap into Skarmory, perhaps predicting.
Or maybe
I'd
just clicked
switch
it and
into...
like, well, I've got to hope for something at this point. Like.
Yeah, maybe. It did so much less damage.
I mean, that's what Eruption is. It does damage based off your HP, similar to, same as Water Spout.
Yeah, Ed must have calculated it so it would be enough to kill something. Like, he was like, I need to have full damage and Eruption to kill something.
Yeah, but it looks like this is going to be it for
that.
Blue.
A close game.
Very close game,
hard-fought game.
Yeah.
And
those are the worst ones to lose. Like,
Yeah.
Just kids with results. I think we're back to number 1. So, gracious in victory.
Yeah. Hopefully they do a rob and get absolutely dumpstered out of the tournament, so no one has to suffer through their play ever.
They're against me, and I'm no way winning that game.
Come on, man.
No, I've had a look at my team is just not very good. It's just not very good.
I mean, no, it's never very good, but
I thought it was a good team.
That hasn't stopped you before.
That's true. I'll think of something. But yeah, so that is the Kabutops. Do they finish? Yeah, they probably do finish ahead of you, Joe.
Yeah, they're ahead of me. I'm third in the group.
Oh yeah, you dropped well down, didn't you?
Yeah. After the result of this match.
Yes, we'll see going through this match.
But I can't remember if Seb or Crispy's at top. I think maybe Crispy's right and he is at the top.
Looking at
because your
bracket, he is not.
Yeah, because you're versus Seb PK, so Seb had to be top. Yeah,
I would have had the misfortune of playing against them if he was at the top.
Okay. Yeah, so that's Ed now in the lower group
as the number 1 seed going in. Like,
and just looking at the people that we've got in the lower group. So we've got Ed, we've got the Charmeleons, we've got the Yellow Kids, we've got Ray, we've got the Waylords. All of these are teams that have performed super well in the past.
Hashtag brown group.
Brown group.
And then in the
we are an equal playing
the
field.
X bracket, there's just one. There's 7 good teams and 1 noob blocker. I'll let you decide.
I am the noob lucker dog. I'll happily admit that.
I think you'll find it's 7 noob luckers and 1 good player.
And it's
and I'll let you
decide. To be fair, I think everyone has played really well.
The thought of trying to get, was it 3 or 4 wins in a row to try and win that is that sounds a bit impossible, doesn't it? Yeah. But someone's going to have to do it. It's
Oh, no, it's just, killers everywhere, and it's not us. Hey
man, we can be dark horses.
Yeah,
we always are. Well, you guys always are.
Maybe. I'm not feeling it this season. Hey, if I go out there, I'll have more time to edit all the other shit.
Well, that's the thing. Well, we will discuss that at the end of the show, but now we should probably finish off our coverage of the groups.
Well, just before we do that, we've got one more match to do, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we should get into that match.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were moving to the end of the episode. Okay, no, but that's battle!
Very warm. Lost up a few times already with my words.
Okay. I ran out of drink.
I ran out of this a minute after the show started.
I saw you go, oh shit.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Okay.
Right. So
it's the Crocodiles versus
me.
The Frankfurt Frogadiers.
So what were your thoughts going into this? Because I know I asked you throw the match so I don't have to play you. But
I gave it the old college try and we prepped the team. But then I made a couple of grievous errors in executing the game plan of the team, and I was like, oh no, which we'll see towards the end of this. The biggest issue coming into this game is Sableye.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. I have things for pretty much everything else, but Sableye is an absolute bastard for my team. I did not prep for that blue tortoise at all.
Oh, the Caracosta.
I don't think it does too much to me, and I don't think I was too worried about it either. So,
I remember the Venusaur does terrible things to this game, and I was extremely annoyed watching it.
I didn't expect the Venusaur to be the setup it was. It turns out it was full HP, full special defense.
I mean, to me that's a standard one, but I guess maybe against your team.
I don't know. Usually, I would have expected.
Yeah, because your team's mostly physical.
Yeah, exactly. So I expected Gongar. I expected Gongar to do a lot more with a psychic, but it does on like turn 2, and then I was like, well, shit, I'm out of luck.
It's like, was probably just thinking like, oh, well, you've got Gongar, so
it's like, the only thing that this needs to fight is the Gengar, really. So it's, I guess maybe that's probably why.
Like Gengar was a last-minute addition, and Silverly changing its type to fighting was I think it's fighting.
Yeah, it was because
it was a last-minute addition.
Against the Sableye, which is why Gengar got brought, and that's like, okay, we need something more.
Yeah,
because then I got every mod on the team except for Caracosta.
And that was literally that was the mistake, was just not putting a different move on Silverly, and I was like, fuck. So shall we head on in?
Sure thing. Before we have to look at Medicham for too long. Right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Just a fan of MC Hammer, that's all it is.
Alright. Tyranitar versus Dragonos. Okay, this is pretty nice for you. You have to last a turn. And you will do because of Starfire.
Alright, yeah.
Get a chance for a burn.
You
get the burn!
And we get the burn.
That's fantastic!
I was like, this is a great start. I mean, rocks are up, but...
you got Flame. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, but Sandstorm with the Flame Orb, though.
He's got recover.
Okay.
In front of the Skull. Do I get a burn? Unfortunately. Can you imagine? 2 Scalds, 2 burns. What a start it would have been.
The Frosh. Okay. So in comes Gongar.
I was like, right.
Time to put in the work.
Literally, I was like, everything's coming up Millhouse. So we just go for a huge psychic here, which turns out to be not that huge.
Yeah, it's like 54%. And it's like, but it gets knocked off.
Okay.
I was expecting that to kill, and then I was like, oh shit.
You got to be able to kill the Venusaur now. Because you got.
Well, except for he has 5 other mons he can swap to.
Yeah, but something has to eat a hit from Kieran Black.
Yeah. So he was saying here that he threw the Passimian under the bus, but I clicked Iron Head rather than a different move.
Ice Beam, presumably.
Dragon move or something.
Yeah.
Then this was almost always going to be scarfed. We kind of thought.
Yeah. And then we get into this awkward situation where I think we just start going round in circles here, because and the net gain of it is he gets a turn off a Leech Seed of every single cycle, and it was like, shit.
Oh gosh, this is what it was like. You were taking damage from rocks, and then he was Leech Seeding you and
it just slowly whipped me down. I think I played this pretty poorly. I think I go for webs here, and I was like, haha, webs. But I'm not even sure if it matters that much.
I mean, this Venusaur ain't going nowhere.
It means that even with a Sandstream boost, the Excadrill still gets outsped by Kyurem and Medicham, which does matter.
Wouldn't a Leech Life maybe not have been better on the Araquanid there?
What did I use?
Liquidation.
I don't know. I don't think it would. I thought you might swap, but I just click the move. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I had Leech Life. I think I did have Leech Life. And then this thing's and I have to swap because if I get burnt, I'm fucked. Milotic can fight Sableye.
Knockoff. Went for the knockoff rather than Will-O-Wisp.
So Milotic can deal with Sableye, and the Gengar could deal with it, and the Araquanid absolutely ruined it. But now I've lost Gengar and Araquanid. The Sableye beats the other 3 members of my team wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and I think, wasn't it that you weren't going to have the Dark Resist Berry on Gengar because you needed the damage?
I just went for the damage. I think even with a bloody Dark Resist Berry, I probably might die to that knockoff. Gengar's made of paper.
Okay.
Yeah, so we see here, it's a fighting type Silverly. It's running Zen Headbutt to deal with the Venusaur and multi-attack fighting.
Which would have been great for this 4-time
Sword stance
fighting.
And parting shot. So it has nothing to hit a Sableye. Nothing to hit a Ghost type. That was my mistake. Because before that it was Silverly Ghost, I think.
I think it was
Ghost.
Yeah.
Was it Grass? I can't remember.
No, I think it was Ghost. Now you
No,
mentioned
was it psychic? No, it can't have been psychic. Ground? Maybe it was ground. I think it was Silver League ground.
I can't remember. I just remember us changing it, but yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah. But
can't think of a type that's actually good against this team.
But yeah, it was literally a last minute revelation. I was like, fighting type, that's so much better. And then just closed showdown and didn't come back to start up the game. And I was like, wait up. Oh no. Okay, there's the Sub-Zero Slammer. That one shot's literally anything on his team from full. Yeah. Which is nice. Except for maybe the Caracosta.
Oh, does that get steady or not?
No, it quad resists and
it does get steady.
Like, the 100 and something defense.
Sure.
Caracosta doesn't get steady, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we started. Yeah, I think
see it now.
I had to break the status quo and just go to this and use a Z move to kill something. Unfortunately, it was only the Passimian that went down.
That you wanted to throw under the bus anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't get too much gain out of it. I think this is still fine. Doesn't defense. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything.
Recover. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I think he goes for sword stance here. And either after a sword stance, his earthquake's only going to do 50-ish%, and I think I kill it in 2 scolds. So
you go for the scold.
Yeah.
Okay. You get the burn? No burn.
No,
unfortunately, but it still take it
Your
down.
next scold needs to burn.
But then the problem is, I've let this thing get so low to deal with the Excadrill.
Yeah.
It now can't deal with the Sableye, and as soon as this goes down.
Is this your only answer then?
This is my only answer to Sableye, and this thing's gonna have Aqua Jet. But if I bring it back in, it dies to rocks anyway. So
Yep.
So
just gotta let it go.
There.
Yeah. So I knew at this point it was GG because the Medicham only does about 30 to 40% to Sableye. That's before Medicham gets burnt.
Yeah.
After it gets burnt, 20-ish%.
Yeah, and obviously you can't facade because it's ghost type. So it's like, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to go here. My only hope is to go for Ice Punch and get a freeze. That's literally my only way to win right now.
Sure.
So I believe I just click Ice Punch like 3 turns in a row, but I think I go down to foul. No, just knock me off and burn for a few turns.
Yeah, it's just like, well, foul play just kills you.
I've just got nothing here.
It's like you either get burnt with priority Will-O-Wisp or you just get foul played, and that's like, well.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess you just
that was it.
Gave him 2 returns to do some stuff, and you bought a useless
Sableye. I needed to play around the Sableye, and I didn't play around the Sableye, and I was like, oh fuck, I haven't played around the Sableye, and now I lose
yeah, fair enough. God, Sableye could be absolute twat.
Yeah,
I think that's why regular Sableye is so much better than Mega Sableye, just because it doesn't have to come to every game, but because it doesn't come to every game, it's like it might show up and it's going to be a nightmare.
Threat from the bench, isn't it?
Yeah.
I decided to put the fear of God in him and I just start sword stancing up. And oh shit! Little does he know I've got not a single move. Because he hasn't seen that my last move is Zen Headbutt, so I'm just like, oh, it's coming! Oh,
he's recovering! He's like, I'll take this hit!
It's coming! Here comes the Silver Leaf.
Have you got like Draining Kiss or something?
Oh my god! The 5th Swords Dance.
Knock off doing no damage because you can't knock off the plate. Memory.
That's
very funny.
GG.
Immediately
move on Silver Leaf. Zen Headbutt. Oh wow. Yeah. So a bit of a cock up on team building on my part. And then playing as well. It wasn't my crowning achievement, but
so you were already in.
I was already locked in, so
you were actually locked in then.
Yeah, I was locked in. Right, even if I lost 6-0, I still got into the.
Even if Ed won like 6-0 or something.
Yeah.
I think so.
Joe was like the top guaranteed last week.
Yes,
or last round. Even.
Yeah, no matter what, I was locked in. So
gotcha. Oh,
cool. Did catch up with Seb after this game. Had a little interview. Which we will play now.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm not really sure what to think about that. You brought the team lineup that I didn't want to see. And
okay.
I feel like I've been kind of lucky to actually steal that from you. We were talking about the Sil Valley in the chat afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
I was expecting flying, and I just thought, oh god, I really don't want to have to deal with that.
It was flying until literally the last second, because it was like flying type multi-attack is a clean 2-hit KO or an OKO after a sword stance on Venusaur, and it's an earthquake switch in. But I don't know. The last second I was like, fighting, that'll just work better. But alas, didn't really change the other move, which was Zen Headbutt to hit the Venusaur. So then I ended up with 2 moves. Well, I still had the Zen Headbutt for Venusaur, but just nothing to hit a Sableye.
That worked out really well for me because my answer for Medicham was obviously Sableye anyway.
Yes, yeah.
And then when I saw it was fighting, I was like, oh, okay, this could be great. But I didn't realise Zen Headbutt was themselves, so that backfired, didn't it?
Yeah, that was not quite how it was meant to go. So with the Gengar, I discovered that you were full special defense on the frog from Gengar dying, but that wasn't necessarily the best use of Gengar's entire life bar.
No, I figured you'd stay in, right? Because normally a Psychic would have nuked it at that point.
Yes, yeah, I thought it would do more than it did. To be honest, I hadn't done a calc on it, and I just thought, it probably doesn't kill me back, and I'd probably kill it. And then I was like, oh, this has gone very badly.
And then it comes with a massive knockoff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I didn't prep for the Caracosta. I wasn't expecting to turn up. So it was a little.
That is the first time it's shown, so I guess you wouldn't have too much reason to
yeah. I did stop and think because I was like, wait a minute, after Sticky Webs and a Shell Smash, how fast is it? Am I still faster than it, or quite what? But I think it would have been alright on the Sticky Webs, but.
No, I was really banking on you trying to lead with the Sticky Webs actually. It's why I went out with Tyranitar first.
I see. Yeah.
It just didn't work out like that, and it was interesting to see that you'd had it sashed obviously with the sand, because my answer to that was a Tyranitar with its own sash.
I see. Well, the Araquanid was full special wall, usual Araquanid, and then again at the last minute I swapped it to full physical attack Adamant with Focus Sash, so I was like, if anything gets out of control, it can just come in and liquidation and live on 1 HP. And yeah, it just meant it didn't tank the Venusaur as well. So it went down almost straight away after getting up the webs. So yeah, another poor choice on my part there.
No, but to be fair, I went for the Giga Drain just trying to get some incidental life gain, because I knew I had to keep the stupid frog around for the Milotic.
Yeah,
I need to keep just chipping it down, because we were just we were doing a few loops, weren't we? Really?
Yeah, it was sort of like, the Venusaur's back, right? If we hop out. Unfortunately, having the rocks up meant that was better for you, and you were just getting like 1 turn of Leech Seed off every rotation as well. So I was like, right, I have to end something here. So I went to the Z move, and I was like, right, something's gonna die. I think the only thing that lives on your team is Caracosta, maybe a Tyranitar if it's statted correctly, but it does so much damage, that Z move.
Yeah, no, and I kind of detected early on the Persimmon. I was like, there's no Incineroar. I guess this can just die.
I see.
I don't know if you kind of realised I was, with me just switching it into a Kyurem, I was like, something's got to die to this, and this is the most expendable thing. So
yes.
I just went under the bus that was.
Yeah. Fair enough. So like in my head, all right, I need certain things to deal with Sableye, because weirdly Sableye was like the trickiest thing for me, because Gengar kills it, but that went down early. The Araquanid fights it, but that went down early, and I was like, right, okay. Milotic can fight it, but then that went down. I was like, shit, okay, nothing I have left can deal with this. Maybe Kurum could have done some ice beams, but even that I don't think really gets through it enough. So
yeah, well, it's completely physically defensive, but with Kyurem, I don't even know how to say that thing.
No, I have no idea.
I don't think I've ever said it correctly, but you never know if it's going to be physical or special, and with your team of big smacky, I was like, maybe it's going to be special, so I just can't I can't risk Sableye because it's the only thing that really deals with Mega Man Challenge.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
That thing just beats me up real hard otherwise.
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the Sableye lived, and that was that. But that means... So, I'm just looking at the scores now. So that means you're going to be...
We're both guaranteed, right?
Yeah, we're both guaranteed, yeah. So you should be... Or depending on the Kabutops' performance later, that puts you ahead of me now in the... Because I lose 3 Pokemon points and you'll gain 3 Pokemon points, correct?
Well, you don't necessarily lose 3, do you?
Do I? No, I don't. Okay, in which case that we're...
Sorry, no, yes you do. I'm being a more... Yes.
Yeah. So I drop down to 2-1 plus 1 and you are 2-1 plus 4. So we swap places.
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
And then we'll see, which means you will be against the winner of the Premier Group, which is potentially being decided tomorrow, I think.
Well, again, it depends on the Kabutops, right? Because if they...
Yes.
Then...
Yes, unless they, 6-0 or 5-0 Ed.
It's unlikely with Ed, though, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen him that hard.
Yeah.
And, he's got a Tapu Bulu. I know it's like the walls meet the ridiculous wall breakers, and in fact, your game is a little bit like that as well, is the wall breakers meet the walls.
Yes, yeah, it's a bit tricky.
I imagine Ed would be able to take a couple down with the Tapu Bulu.
You'd like to think so. See, I was torn because losing this means we did the math and I'm most likely going to be against JP of the Tottenham Cats.
Oh, really?
Whereas if I won this and PK won his game later, I will be against PK of the Luton Town Lieutenants. I was like, I can't win either way. I'll be up against one of my all-out Pummeling brothers. So,
gonna happen, really.
Yeah, exactly. Right, have you got any? Oh, sorry.
One of your lackeys has got to go down.
I know. It is time. You must sacrifice yourself for me. God. Well, any closing words? Anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Any closing words? Oh, I wish I'd thought of something beforehand. Oh, not too bad for the worst rated team from All Out Pummeling, right?
Oh, yeah. Do well. I mean, it's my team from last season, so,
Actually, it's more your team and PK's team.
Yes, it's my team, but better.
I've got 2 from each of you, actually.
Exactly. Well, there you go. What do I say about imitation being the best form of flattery? So thank you. Oh well, yeah. Good luck in the rest of the matches. And,
you too. And sorry, it's got to be like that for the All Out Pummeling crew. So.
Well, it's not set in stone. Obviously, it depends how all the other results go. But that was like the most likely outcome, I think. So I
guess it's a case of watch this space. But yeah, good luck with the rest, obviously, and maybe we'll come across each other again later.
Yeah. See you in the final.
See you there.
Take care.
More like Inferno Overdrive, am I right?
I mean, speaking of fire, you should get off the show.
Yeah, so that's now Seb's second interview this season.
See, I wasn't given clear interview instructions. I was just told interview everybody after your games. I didn't know we were only doing one episode. I didn't know we were only doing this one person once, or I wasn't told any of this. I was just told
the instructions were just we should do interviews.
Yeah, exactly. And I did interviews, and then you flamed the fuck out of me for doing interviews.
Well, I was thinking, we should pick people who we haven't fought yet. Like PK hasn't done a single interview yet.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit. I'm against Seb. What do you want me to do?
Oh yeah. What have you next week, shall we?
Well, PK, you got to win this one, and then you can do an interview after that.
I was too busy trying to win. The interview. I was in a very precarious position.
Fair enough. Well then.
Yeah.
Do
we want to look over the final results of the groups and then just go into the brackets?
Yeah, can do. They probably won't appear on the screen because I'm going to be super lazy with the editing, but we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go through the results then quickly?
Yeah, I can quickly run through them. So in the master group, the Frankfurt Frogadiers finished on top with 2-1 plus 4. Then there was the Kabutops, 2-1 plus 2. Croconaws, third with plus 1. And then the Shedingers, unfortunately, bottom of the group and moving to the lower bracket with 0-3 minus 7.
Yep.
In the Ultra group, we had the Wartortles first, 2-1 plus 2. Staraptors second, 2-1 minus 1. Charmeleons, 1-2 plus 1. Ealing Elekid, 1-2 minus 2. In the Great group, JP scraped through. We had the Limehouse Luxrays, 3-0 plus 10, which is an incredibly dominant score.
Yeah,
the Tony Torocats, 2-1 plus 5. Bath City Bouffalants, 1-2 with a 0 Pokemon score. And then the Kingdras, 0-3 minus 15, which is rather unfortunate. But when you have a plus 10 at one side, like, it's probably going to end up that way. And then lastly, to the only group that matters, the Premier group, we had me on top, 2-1 plus 8. The Bristol City Bewares, 2-1 minus 1. The Wapping Wailords, 1-2 with 0. And the Metapods with 1-2 minus 7.
Crikey. Well, I mean, looking at this, the Luxrays coming out on top, PK in second, me in third.
Yeah.
Oi!
Exactly.
Correct everyone else.
Second and the third, first, second in the second round. Like,
Yeah, but if you look at the league table...
No, we don't look at the league table here on All Out Pummeling.
we're told that 2/3 of the team don't care about the league table until we actually are at the top, so it's fine.
Exactly. Cool. So that translates into in the X bracket, or we do the Y bracket first?
We'll do the X bracket because it is the top bracket.
Yeah. So we got the Frankfurt Frogadiers versus the Luton Town Leafeons.
Yeah.
How are you feeling for that, PK?
I think my team actually matches up pretty well against a lot of his power picks, but I haven't done any prep yet. Rather than just looking at the team. Yeah. So yeah, obviously he in his first season last season he beat me, which I'm still not happy about. You know, I don't want to lose to the person who's their first season, even if they are very good. so slightly hoping for some revenge, and as the lowest seed in the top bracket, I want to pull off an upset. Yeah. But yeah, I'll need to do some prep for that because obviously I'm away. So it's like, do you want to play this weekend? It's like,
oh yeah,
possibly.
Yeah.
I do, but I don't know. Internet situation. I could probably tether on my phone, but by the time this episode comes out, we'll probably have already battled. So
possibly, yeah. I don't know. Much PSO to be played.
There is a lot of PSO to be played.
Yeah. Okay. The next match is the. I was going to say the right word. The Worcester Wartortles versus the Limehouse Luxrays. Spicy rematch between these two.
This match happens so often, and
yeah, and I know that John's quite confident in the matchup. I think
John's got a very good team.
Well. Yeah, it just does well agast the Luxrays team.
I did hear him cry about having to do a rematch against the gimmick team. Yeah. Like, is he going to gimmick me or not?
They have already fought this season, so it's like, well.
I think it would be very brave of the Luxrays to bring the exact same team. I think they've got to switch something up.
Well, that's the mind game. It's like, okay, do you think, well, my team was good enough, like the idea was good enough last time, but I didn't play it right, or, or just minor tweaks or something, or you just completely throw it out the window and be like...
Are we going to see the league debut of the Dramper? That's the real question.
I hope so.
I also hope so.
Maybe that's true. Yeah, even though it's a rematch, there are
two mons that are different.
Have been transfers since then, so it's not quite a rematch.
Dramper for the Luxrays and the Wartortles have brought the Ninjas.
Yes, Ninjask instead of
which has appeared in the
Ninja Brother Ninjask.
Yeah.
Nice. Then we have on the other side of the bracket the Krukan Croconaws versus the Stokesley Staraptors. I nearly said Sheffield Juniors because I was looking at two S's.
Yeah, not a rematch, so I'm happy. I'm happy I get to do a new match.
You're against the duo coach of Dom and Zoe.
I've had
you hate fighting Zoe.
I've had a quick look at the match. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a weird one, but more work needs to be done.
Yeah,
so, haven't set a date currently. So we'll see.
Are you going to bring a dragon type Pokemon with no offensive moves on it?
Oh, I hope so.
Do you even have it? You do. You have a Cure. No offensive.
I mean, it's
The
got
Crew in
good
Black has
defenses.
way better defensive stats than a Dragonite does.
Just lack of multi
Yeah, after the first hit, Dragonite's defensive stats are not very good. But before the first hit, Dragonite is the best.
I
I
mean,
don't know. It's still about. I don't know. I guess it will have double.
It lives outrages from other dragons.
Yeah. True.
yeah, and like
Actually,
Cure
I
Black
guess Cure
defenses
might
are
as well.
190, but it does have good HP, so it's like
Yeah.
Does Kyurem resist? Sorry, is it neutral to dragon because of ice? Does ice resist
No.
dragon?
no, it's weak to dragon.
Look at that type chart, JP.
I've seen some type charts in my day, boy.
Really not.
Let me tell you about the time. Alright, and the last match in the X bracket is the Toddington Torricats versus.
What?
the
What about
King.
Joe's? Oh wait,
I
no,
just
we just
mentioned it.
did mention
Just did that.
Sorry.
That's why
God.
I'm really zoned out.
Pig has sinned a bracket in his time.
you were looking at Blissey, weren't you?
Yeah, that's mud. It's very warm.
Yes, it is. And this is the Toddington Torricats versus the Kingswood Kabutops, which I could not be more displeased to play. I don't want to play it. It's going to be boring.
Yes, and I'm fortunate that if I do get through, I'd only have to play it in the final of this X bracket. So you know. Enjoy.
My job this game is to expose all of their strats so that Krukan Croconaws can see exactly what they have up their sleeve.
I've already smashed them once.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you got a
Crushed
Mega
them
Medicham
1-0.
and a Current
Like-
Black. That's how you get through a wall. Two of the biggest wall breakers
Absolutely
of the
crushed
game.
him with a 1-0 victory.
Yeah, absolutely ruined him
Oh.
by the skin of my teeth. Oh.
Yeah, like 10% HP.
That'll
He
show
won
him.
one. That'll learn him.
He won't be so quick to get up off the ground next to him.
Go home and be a family man.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I've broken his hand with my face. That'll show him.
Yeah. I'm actually going to be a man down for this game because Becky is going to be on holiday with you, but she will not be able to partake in the match.
Yeah.
So, going in solo, see how that goes.
JP without his inhibitor chip. This is going to be madness.
This is very true.
It's without the person being like, I think this is a much better idea. JB's
Yeah, the
probably got to-
inhibitor chip is stopping him doing the
Freedom
the
to do
stupid
whatever I
plays.
want. It's the playoffs. Anything could happen.
I mean, this is the time for gimmicks, so best of one.
Maybe I'm
Doesn't
looking
matter
Best
how
of
clean
one.
it
Best
is.
of one. Turn
Best of
up.
Maybe I'm looking.
Bring
forward
out
to
your
it a little
cheese.
bit. True. If I don't do it now, when will I bring out the cheese?
Exactly. We've
I've only
still
done it
got
once
the
against the
Dunsparce Cup,
Lectures.
but that's way away. This is actually.
Oh, that's true. Which I'm very excited for.
I am very excited.
More excited for that than my match with the playoffs.
Because no one wants to fight Crispy.
Oh,
Because he's going to be
10 years of my life, and I'm going to hate
very tough
all
team
10
to
hours.
fight.
Yes.
Why?
Anyway, should we
But
move on to the Y
We
bracket?
shall, but there is one thing.
Oh?
The two things I should mention about this X bracket.
There's three things. There's four
First
things.
of all, every member of the Cancer group is in this top bracket.
Really?
Second of all, there's only one red group
The
member.
cream
in this.
will rise to the top.
So red group get blown the fuck out. Like.
Oh yeah, it's only the Lux Rays. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, green group repping.
Well, it's
Although there's a
3 greens,
sneaky
3
crocodile there who's never been a green grouper before.
3 greens, 3 blues, a cheeky yellow and a red. Yeah.
Dom, a 2-time finalist. Zoe, a previous
How many
blue
finals
grouper,
has
previous
this
red grouper
bracket
as well.
been in? That's what you want to find out.
Yeah.
I mean, Seb can't stay green group after this. He's got to move on to blue group.
Well, it
he
depends.
loses.
If he goes out now, then
Gets
maybe
wrecked.
not.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
PK, you have to stay in yellow group. You got to represent.
That's true. It's
You
true,
weren't
this is
here.
no
Who would we have? We would have 4 green groups, maybe.
True.
Or
Bringing
Mark.
diversity and representation to this this league.
True that. Or we'd have a Registeel shaped one. Oh, he's going to have to change his name from the Middlesbrough Metapods to the...
The metal pods,
Yeah,
and it's a
the
pod
metal
of metal
pods.
that is
Oh,
a
yeah,
Registeel.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Right, and then moving over to the Y bracket. Joe, do you want to do these?
No, because I haven't got anything open.
Then I will do them again. I was just Pikachu the first field, second thing.
I've got nothing open.
Well, so you're just listening.
Yeah.
Listen to our dulcet tones.
Excellent. But no, we're not the Calm Mind podcast. We can't do that.
Oh,
No, maybe we could if we tried.
Maybe we should.
I don't have that ability.
No, PK's a shit microphone. Actually, no, we've had this conversation before. PK's microphone is surprisingly good, despite it being terrible. Like 15 quid Amazon.
I bought the exact same microphone, and it's still
nowhere
shit.
near as good
yeah,
as
I
mine.
have no idea.
I just want to know what PK's sound card is. Like, he must have like a godlike sound card in his PC. He just doesn't know it.
Probably. Yeah.
Right. So the Y bracket first match, we have the Sheffield Shedinjas versus Metal Pods. Sorry, as they are now known. Grassy Terrain versus a Registeel. That Registeel ain't never dying.
But he killing. That boy be killing.
Oh yeah, he's got the Mega Slowbro as well. Oh, it's like the Kings with Kabutops match all over again.
Yeah. Oh, God.
How will you kill them?
Good luck, Ed.
Good luck, Ed.
Hopefully, Wev plays it as well as the Kabutops did. Like,
yeah.
if he does that, he might have it.
The template's there. Just
Yeah.
rewatch
do
the
it.
match.
He can't.
Get some inside info.
Yes.
Awesome help.
The next match we have the Bath City Bouffalants versus the Bristol City Bewares. I'm sorry, Ray, that I had to knock you into the white bracket. I know you really want to
I mean, you shouldn't be sorry with how he tried
to
to win. So
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I can respect it, but I wouldn't have
spicy.
liked it if it worked. So,
I kind of like the idea of Ray being in the bottom group, just because it'll be exciting to see him, try and get through and then maybe have a.
yeah, if he can crawl through the shark tank. Yes.
Yes. No, there could be some good matches coming out of the Y bracket, I think. I mean, Mark's been playing well as always. He finally got his first win of the season,
And he got he got 2 wins.
balling
he got
now.
2 wins.
He's balling now.
He's rocking and rolling. He's click roll out and he's going for it.
Yeah.
The damage will only double, or will it miss? There is that.
Will it miss? Yeah, Ray needs to bring some sand attacks.
Some bright powders.
powder, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that Garchomp. Doesn't he have a
Sand
Garchomp?
veil.
Powder.
Yeah, he has a
got
Garchomp,
rid
so
of-
he can do
Oh,
the
you
sand
can bring
veil.
bright
Did he
powder
get rid of
sand
the
veil
Garchomp?
Garchomp.
Oh, yeah, they
I thought
get
he got
Ray.
rid of the Garchomp, didn't he?
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know.
what?
It's too hot.
No, I swear I had to prep for Garchomp, and I played against the Garchomp. I did play against the Garchomp because he was like, oh yeah, it can take out Dragonite and stuff. And yeah, it will take out the Golurk and then...
Oh,
it
okay,
was
yeah.
immovable.
I guess he did. What did he get rid of then?
I cannot remember. off the
Oh,
top
didn't he
of my
bring
head.
in Lapras or something? That's what it was.
Oh, Lapras may have been. Yeah, he bought the Plesiosaur.
Yeah.
I was like, bought a flipping Plesiosaur to this game.
Almost got you.
It did almost get me. It would have got me if it had a sensible moveset. Then you can't try and out-cheese the cheese master. that's how I get all my wins. People try and out-cheese me. Right.
That Worms voice pack, that was JP. Brilliant.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Throw the cheese. Right. Illegala Kids versus the Kingswood Kangdras. No, it's like Kingswood Kangdras. Yeah, that's going to be a good match. These two haven't fought each other before, have they? This is the first time for them?
No idea.
No
Probably.
idea.
I believe it's the first time.
Yeah, I would presume so.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see that. The other kids having not the run this season that they perhaps would have wanted, but I think they can do good things in the Y bracket. And the Kingdras have come on leaps and bounds from the days in the Lerner League. I think the coaching that they've been having from the likes of like the Wartorses and the Frogdeers has been good.
Yes.
And lastly, we have the Whapping Wailords versus the Chippenham Town Charmeleons. Season 4 champ versus the Whaley Boys or the Whaley Girl.
Really girls.
Yeah, I mean, I think our league said it as well. The Charmeleons also not having perhaps the run of the season that they wanted. They alluded to the fact that maybe Chris has just been busy this season, so he's just been bringing sort of like
Similar.
stock teams, rental teams, if you will.
Well, he got his championship now. He doesn't really need to try until the next gen, so
Yeah.
he can phone it in a little bit.
True. But we've seen stellar games from both of these players. Alana, well known for just smashing the best players with like 5-6-0s, just some random strat.
Man.
Yeah, no, looking forward to see how that goes.
There isn't a match where you feel like, oh, it's a bit of a dead rubber. Like, they're all pretty exciting to see.
Is that an expression?
Yep.
Okay, I've never heard that before.
Have you never heard that?
No.
A dead rubber is just when the it's when a match doesn't matter generally. So when it's kind of already been decided.
Is it referring to a condom or a razor?
No, I can't remember why it's called a dead rubber, but it's definitely. But it's just a sporting phrase.
Sporting phrase. Last question then: who do we think is going to get into the grand final?
Oh, I don't pissing know. It's hot. Let us go.
Alright, are you backing yourself to get through, JP, the first match?
No.
Are you backing yourself to get through the first match, Joe? You're against the Staraptors. What are you thinking?
Yeah, fuck it. Go on then. Yeah.
All right.
Who
do you think is going to win between War Turtles and Lux Rays? Probably War Turtles, right?
Yeah, that would be my call.
I think the War Turtles have the edge for sure.
Yeah.
And then I do like to see the Lux Rays.
Which would mean all I'd have to do is then win 2 rematches that I've already won.
Yeah.
To get into the grand finals. So
yeah.
I'm back in
there it is. So Frankfurt Frogdeers versus Leafeons. You would take Seb over me, would you? You two?
Would take Seb. Sorry.
I know. I have to. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Because if you lose, then I have to fight Seb. Oh, that's a different story.
It's another rematch, but yeah.
I mean, I would like you to win PK.
Yeah. Okay, I
think
I want PK to win, and then if PK wins, I'm backing myself. If PK doesn't win, I'm probably not.
No, you just gotta not get pooped on by a Sableye.
I'll be more ready for it this time.
Yeah, exactly.
My Silverly might not be the worst possible type for it.
It just seems like something was just a bad choice of general.
So it'd probably be like Joe versus Handsome John in the final, if that kind of worked out, I think. So that would be my final for the X bracket. For the Y bracket, I think I'd take Ed over the Metal Pods, Ray over the Bewares, so that'd be Ed versus Ray. Kingdras over the Ella Kids.
Okay.
I kind of might take the Kingdras in this match.
Yeah.
I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I'd take the Waylords over the Charmeleons.
Okay, interesting. Do you know? I think for X group, probably going to be Seb taking it.
Yeah.
Either Seb or Joe, in my opinion.
I feel like John would. I feel like John would beat Seb, like, if it came to that. So
maybe.
I feel like that's going to be the semi-final. It's not that I want it to be. Really, I want to back myself and say I'm going to win, but
I feel like
realistically,
I feel like John has gotten very good at Pokemon, whereas Seb has just always been good at Pokemon.
I mean, didn't he play competitive Pokemon for like a while before joining this group? So.
He definitely has a Pokemon background. Yeah. And Joe smashes people, so he's got to make a better chat. And then Y bracket, I think. I mean, Ed has been doing well, but I think people are finding a way around the terrain team.
Yeah,
I'm thinking between Ray and the Charmeleons to get through.
See, for me, I think it's going to be Ray would beat Ed in the next round, so he'd go to the final.
Yeah.
Alana would beat the Kingdras, so she would go into the final. So it'd be Ray versus Alana in the final. And I think I'm not sure who I would take to win that, to be honest.
I'm not sure. I can't remember what the history is on that. I have a feeling Ray comes out on top, but
I'm not sure all this conjecture even matters.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
But we were asked who do we think is going to get into the final. So overall, for me, it's probably going to be you or John versus Alana or Ray in the grand final.
You really narrowed it down to 4 people there, PK.
It's a final from each side. Like, they're both finals. Come on now. I've given you 3 finals worth of teams.
I mean, sure, okay, I'll do this. I think it's going to be Seb versus the Charmeleons, but I hope it's the Crocs versus Ray.
Oh, that would be hype. That would be hype.
Yeah.
Now for the collusion, so it happens.
Yeah. And Ray would have to win, so Joe isn't the first repeat champion.
Well, Joe, who do you think you have an easier time beating, the Kabutops or me?
I don't know.
You.
I've not looked at the matchup versus your team, but I have just beaten the Kabutops narrowly.
Okay.
I don't know. I could look at your team and be like, oh, it shits on me. But
or the other way around. I could be like, oh, my team loses this one again as well.
I'll be against whoever I'm up against, and that's if I even get through the first game. So there you go.
Yes. Right then, I think we should draw it to a close from there. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I have started editing the numerator. It is coming along.
Is it bad? Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, the bit where we beep.
Beep that part out.
I will. So thanks very much for watching. PK, relieve us of this heat.
As we say at the end of every episode of All That Pummeling, Inferno Overdrive, more like Never-Ending Nightmare. Good night.
That's actually good.
That was my favourite one ever. Yep. that was the best one we've ever done. PK's ever done. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
It's all downhill from here.
It was all downhill, and now downhill somehow further still. Yeah. Another shower.
Yes.
I showered just before we aired, so I recorded you.
Bye.
Slow blow.